Hi, everybody. We're just starting recording and getting it streaming, and there we go. Okay, let's get right to it because I have a lot I want to say to you in 30 minutes. My name's Tanya Sheldon. I have been a part of LifeVantage for over 12 years now. I live in Meridian, Idaho, and I just want to say welcome to anybody that's new. If you're on here with us tonight, this will be such good information for you. So we're going to talk about customer retention. Now more than ever, especially with the comp plan changes and the tiers that we have and everybody wanting to hit diamond, it's just a really important topic that we come across. And I was in a mastermind last week, 2 weeks ago, and we talked about customer retention. And it was a big aha moment for me in the fact that I realized there's a lot of tools that were accessible to me that I was not using to take care of my customers and make them raving fans. And that is a goal, is to make our customers raving fans. So I'm just going to start sharing my screen right away. Got a lot up here. Don't judge me. I'll be using all of it. Let's see. Go. I'm going to move you guys out of the way and press play. Okay, first of all, we need to make sure everyone is aware. Carrie Dickey, if you heard her on the Monday morning call, she has a new excitement, a whole new level of energy that I have not heard in a very long time. And she is ready to pour into us and put gasoline on this fire that is already going for LifeVantage. So there will be opportunity Zooms for you and your guests to plug into. And the really great thing about this is they will consistently have the same message and the same PowerPoint. And this is what's happening this week. You'll see this come out through the Telegram threads, but just make sure that you know when these are happening so that you can invite as many people as possible to these, because people are having great success by doing so and getting people to these opportunity Zooms. This will continue on a weekly basis. So this is just for this week. So make sure you take note of that. Okay. So I also heard in a training last week that it takes an extra $706 a day for families to live today the way they did 2 years ago. Not a day, a month. Oh my goodness, that'd be crazy. It takes that's a typo, but it takes an extra $706 a month for families to live today the way they did two years ago. And also 8.4 million people have 2 or more jobs. And the last time it came that close was 2009. So do you think there is a need for what we have? Absolutely, yes, there is. But even still, while people are working more and people are needing more money, they are still spending their money, right? But they want to know today that when they're spending their money, how much value is being given on the other end of that transaction. So for us, it's super important that when we are setting up our customers, that we provide above and beyond in the value that we can create with what they are getting with our product. So how are we going to bring them value? We have to prioritize their customer care from the very beginning. And most people that are earning the fast track today in LifeVantage, they were customers first. So your customer base is your hot leads for consultants, and they're earning that fast track because their belief is being built because they've been on the products, they have a story that they've developed, and they're excited and they want to go tell people. So bringing them value, you're going to do that by utilizing your resources, using third-party validation, letting them hear someone else's story. It always matters. Utilizing the Facebook groups that we have and your consultant onboarding tools and your customer onboarding tools. Your guest should never have to wonder what the next step is. Don't assume that they know what to do next. We can't assume that they know that you're a business owner, that you have your own website, that you can set them up. I'm sure we've all heard that story of Carrie Dickey going to a presentation and walking out and saying, no one asked me if I was ready. She's like, I would have signed up that night, but no one asked me. And the one thing I don't want you to do is, as we're in the season of having sip and glows, inviting people to these opportunity presentations, is to just let it sit and wait for them to come to you. You have to be the one that's in control and helping them know what the next step is. So if you have a sip and glow, have your computer up. There is no shame in that. This is your business and you know the value of the products that we have. So you are going to be above and beyond excited to get somebody started as soon as possible, because then you know that value is coming into their life because they're going to be on our products. We don't want to send people home wondering if you can set them up, or thinking that it's okay they go to their friend down the street that's also in LifeVantage and sign up with them because you never took that next step. So you have to make sure you're always very, very clear and just treat them as if they know nothing at all on how the system works. So if you have not already, and we know many of you still haven't, we want to make sure you go to onepersonbigdifference.com/onboarding. And you need to get registered so that you have access to these tools that we're going to show you tonight to take care of your customers. onepersonbigdifference.com/onboarding. Maybe somebody can put that link in the notes. Now, when you go there, you are going to see this. Pardon me while I move everything around. Okay, so this is what you're going to see once you get set up with the One Person Big Difference onboarding system, okay? There's a couple here, the science studies and the learn and share, that aren't there yet, but they are coming and they're working on them. Sean and Michelle have been working very hard on that, so that is to come, so stay tuned. I know some of you, that's what you love the most. But for now, what you're going to see is welcome to the family. This is your consultant onboarding. This will take you not very long to get through. It's small chunks to help you get through certain modules to make sure that you are clear for your next steps as a consultant. And then we have our customer care, and that's what we're going to go over tonight. So when you click on customer care, and I'll show you what this looks like on your phone as well, right away, it's going to say customer care tools. So I'm going to click on customer care tools. And what we wanted to provide for you is an updated, we actually had this before in the One Person Big Difference site long ago. And I know that I did not talk about it enough with my team. I know that I wasn't utilizing it enough with my team. And I don't like that I did that, because now more than ever, it's so important. So we did a few updates. It's here for you again. And we want to make sure that you have these tools so you can utilize them, easily print them out, and have them accessible to you. So the first thing we're going to show you is a customer onboarding PDF. And what you can do is when you see this PDF, you can just print it out. And I would recommend just putting it in a binder and having it ready to go. You could laminate it. You could have it in a like a slip in a binder and have it ready to go that way. So we'll go through this briefly, but the first page is going to be your first 24 hours after you enroll a customer. We tried to make this very clear and concise. You can check the boxes as you go through, but the first thing is making sure that they're added to Vitality Living if they are on social media. And the reason this is one of the first things you should do is because if you did not already do it in giving them tools and doing third-party validation, it should have been done there. We're just making extra sure that you do it on the backside once they've ordered from you, because once they're in the Vitality Living group, they have social proof because there's over 12,000 people in there. They're going to see ongoing education. They're going to hear about sales, and they're going to see ongoing testimonies. It's just a great place for them to be. So if your customers are not in there right now, make sure you get them added. Then you're going to ask your customer what form of communication they prefer for future correspondence. It's easy for us to maybe have our favorite thing is text, or maybe our favorite thing is email. But if you have someone that's a little older, they may have a certain form of communication. Maybe they want you to pick up the phone and call them. So we want to make sure you know exactly how they want to be communicated with, because that shows respect as well. And again, it's going above and beyond. So then you'll take note of that. And we'll show you where you can take note of these things. The other thing with the communication is if you put a customer in a third-party chat and you did it, let's say through text or through Facebook Messenger, don't get rid of that thread, because as you're checking in with them, not always, but every once in a while, use that third-party chat to maybe say, hello, how are they doing? So that you can use the power of the third-party person you use to also come in if they're struggling, or maybe they haven't seen benefits yet. That's a great way to pick up the conversation again and get a little bit of help. Just this last week, I was in a third-party text thread, and the customer came in and said, I just realized I haven't had migraines in a week. And we both got to celebrate that, right? Because we still had that chat going. So keep those in motion. The next thing is ask your customer to let you know the moment they receive their products. We want to make sure that we know when they've got them, so they are crystal clear on how to take them. There isn't a sheet that comes with the product. So it's up to us to guide them through that, especially if you know that they're sensitive to products, whatever it might be. We want to make sure that you tell them to let you know as soon as they get their products. The next thing, let your customer know you'll be sending them a welcome email with some important information. That email is in the tools as well. I'll show you it. You can copy and paste it into an email, and all you have to do is fill in the blanks. You're gonna fill in their customer ID. You're gonna tell them their password if you set that up for them. And you're also gonna send them a health evaluation checklist that you're going to attach to the email so they can remember where they started. When they're saying they're not feeling anything, we can have them revert back to that checklist to really make sure that they're right and see maybe they did see some changes and they forgot how they felt before. The next one, let your customer know you have sent the welcome email so they can be on the lookout for it. We want to make sure that once you send it, it's just, again, letting them know, hey, I just sent the email. Make sure you let me know once you got it. There's a checklist on there that I want to make sure that you get. And after you've done that, when you're checking in with them, you can send them a quick 1-minute video to show them exactly how to navigate their customer site. Where do you find the 1-minute video? In the onboarding training. It's also going to be in these customer care tools. It's a video that's easy for anyone to download because it's just over a minute long. You can keep it in your camera roll once you save it, and then you never have to go looking for it again. You could put it in your own folder in your phone that maybe says customer care. And it's a video that shows them when they get their email, how to save their password, how to get into their site, and how to see their reward credits. So you'll send them the email, tell them, let me know once you got the email, I just sent it, and here's a real quick video for you on how to navigate your website. And then a thank you card. Send them a thank you card. You can get thank you cards at the dollar store for a very inexpensive price, but that thank you card, a handwritten note, especially today, goes a long way. We all know that, right? When you take the time to say that, you're just going to thank them for trusting you, for placing their order with you. And if they didn't get Axio, add a couple of samples of Axio with it, okay? All right, so then that's your first 24 hours. Then afterwards, now we're in the follow-up process. Now we're checking in with them. Customers are your warmest leads for future consultants. Your follow-up matters. So your first follow-up, whether you write it on your calendar or make an alert in your online calendar, once you know they have started their products, follow up after 1 week. So everybody is going to have a different system for this. I'm going to show you 2 different systems that you can use for your follow-up. And the first one is one by our intergalactic master diamond above, Des Mamet. So this is a quick little blurb on how she does her follow-ups with her customers. She uses her online calendar in her phone, her Google Calendar. You're going to see her put a customer's name into her calendar, let's say a week from when they ordered. She's going to put their name and what she's following up about. After she does that, after that first week, we want you to check in on them every week in their first month, right? Because you're gaining trust in them, you're building a relationship, and the more you build the relationship, the more you create trust, the more they are apt to refer people to you. The more they are apt to say, if something isn't working for them and you suggest something else, they're more apt to say yes to trying something different if something isn't working for them. But if you're never checking in on them and never building a relationship with them, and then you check in on them to say that there's a sale, or you check on them to say, oh, maybe you should try this instead, they're not as apt to do it if they don't feel like they can trust you and they don't have a relationship with you. So let's listen to Des real quick on how she does this.
Did it? Yeah, I think I need to. Okay, so here is, can you see my Wednesday? I don't know, I just pulled up a day here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So like, these are some of them I'll have like orders that I'll do. So like these ones, I don't necessarily need to do this at 6, 7, or 8 a.m. or 1 p.m. or because I know I'm actually traveling this whole day, but I just have these in there. So at the end of the day, then I know, or if you scroll down, so like I'll click on one, check on Karen Hinchy with True Renew. So what I'll do with this, if you can see, so after I do this, I'm just going to hit edit. Okay. And I'm just going to change. So for these True Renew people, I'm checking in on them month or weekly. So I'll just hit like the 22nd. Does that make sense? Or I'll change it back to the 15th. Then I'll just put it in. So like, here's another, like here's one day on Friday. Here's some of that I just need to check in on. Poe's anniversary is Friday. Okay. So like this one, I just click on it. And a lot of these, I have their ID number and their password because some of them I'll do for them. So I'll just, after I do this, I'll edit it and move it probably out a month. She's like a monthly one that I'll check on.
Awesome, right? She does it right on her calendar. She puts the information in there. And once she's done the task for the day, she just moves it out to a week out. So you don't have to re-enter the information. Okay, I've got so much up. Navigating this is crazy. Okay, so this is my phone. The other way that you could do this, a paper calendar is great, but if you start to accumulate a lot of customers, it's going to be really hard to do it through a paper calendar. But lucky for us, we have our app. So I'm going to open the app and I'm going to show you how you can. Okay, I'm like, oh, it's not going to open. That's funny. Okay, so if we go to our customers, let me go to the beginning so you guys can see. I want to make sure you all know home screen. Okay, so the bottom where the little people are in the middle, I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to click on customers. And now it's going to bring up all the customers I've ever had in the history of ever. But if you see at the top, there is a little menu. So it says all is highlighted and I can go to active. And now when I go to active, when I click on their name, when you have a new customer, there is a section, the upper right in purple, where you can put notes. So you can put in notes on this person. You could put when their birthday is, what they're taking, anything you want to remember about them for when you check in on them. Now, the cool thing is as well, when you create a new note and you see at the bottom, it says set a reminder. You can move that toggle over. You do have to put in a title. So your title would be check-in, put in some notes on renew, and then you can do a reminder title as well, but you don't have to. And then it's going to ask you what date and what time you want to do it. So I did this, and here's what came up. Once I did that, I got a notification on my phone that said follow up on collagen. When I opened my app, it said follow up on collagen, and these 3 dots on the right-hand side, when I clicked on those, it brought up my contact and it told me what to do. Super cool, right? So you have different resources you can use. You're going to find what works best for you, but whatever you choose to use, stick with it and keep using it so that habit is created, okay? All right, so there's a couple of different ways to do that. Let's go back to the form. Okay. All right, so we did the follow-up. We've got a system for that. Also, when you follow up in that first week as well, they should have gotten your thank you card and your samples by then. So ask them how they like the samples. If they love the samples, say, would you like to add them to your next order? I can help you take care of that. Again, take control of your business. Don't be afraid to ask, right? People respect that. follow up weekly in the first month, see how things are going, and then check and make sure that their subscription went out. So after the last subscription has run on the 25th, we want to go into our customers and make sure that everybody's subscription has gone out. If for some reason theirs has not gone out, we've got a little script here for you that you could follow. Just as I saw your subscription didn't go out this month, I wanted to follow up with you because most of the time this will happen if the credit card on file needs updating. I don't want you to run out of product. Let me know how I can help. Great way to check in. And then once you've followed up weekly in the first month, you're going to follow up monthly. And this is, again, making notes in your calendar or find a system that works well for you to do that follow-up. And it doesn't always have to be about the products, right? If you saw a post that they did, I mean, follow your customers on social media, make a point to see what's going on. If they just went on vacation or something big happened with their child, make sure you take the time to congratulate them or check in on them with a voice text or a voice message through Messenger. And then specials or sales, when specials or sales are happening, reach out to them personally and let them know that it's coming. And then the testimonial, as you continue to check in on them, when that moment happens, that they share a testimony of how the products have helped them, celebrate with them, and then remind them to put their testimony on, to write it up, and encourage them to share that in Vitality Living. Once they put it together, tell them, send it to me, let me take a look at it, make sure it all looks good, and then you can help them get that submitted to Vitality Living, making sure you let your upline profile know once they've submitted it so they can approve it. And then also, this is a great time to ask them for some referrals. Because who else do they know that might want to have a story like they have? And this is that moment where it might get their wheels spinning about who they know. And maybe it will get you into that conversation then about getting them to become a consultant. So that's the onboarding. Pretty simple, right? It's just 2 pages. We wanted to keep it simple for you. And then we've got the customer welcome email here. I'm going to show you exactly how this works. It's going to look funky as you do it, but all you have to do is put your cursor on it and just start highlighting it. I'll just highlight that. And then you're going to press copy on your phone or your screen, however you do that. You're going to go to your email. You're going to compose. And then I'm going to simply click paste and it'll paste right into it. And then you'll want to format it a little bit. Just make sure it looks legible. And these underlines, that's where you're going to insert the information that you already know for them. So that's the email. And then we've got the health inventory checklist. And the great thing about this is once you've found it once, you're good to go. So you can simply download this to your computer, save it to your computer, name it health inventory checklist. And then all you'll do is in the email that you created for them, you will attach the health inventory checklist to the email, making sure that they know that it's there. And then the last one is your customer tracker. Now, this is another great tool for you upon using your app and being able to use the notes and everything there. If you are a paper person and you love a good binder, I love a good binder, you could print out a bunch of these and have them in your binder. And you'll be able to put their name, their phone, if they're on subscription, did you send the welcome letter or welcome email? Did you add them to Vitality Living? Your reminders are right here. The day they ordered and your check-ins with them. Have you followed up? And this is a great place to put other notes for them too, like their birthday, things like that. So you can have that all here. Okay, great tools, right? Great tools. So thank you, Sean and Michelle, for putting all this together. Again, you can find it once you get set up for the onboarding. It's under customer care and they're just right here. And you're going to see all the links that you have, all the links that you need. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go back to this place to this. Okay. And the last thing I wanted to share with you, oh gosh, I'm going to have a lot of time. Do that fast. Maybe if there's questions or something else we want to go through, we can do that. But here's some other tips for you. different tips for extra care for your customers. A welcome video from you. Wouldn't it be so cool if upon sending the thank you, you also just sent them a welcome video that same day, because it's going to take a little bit for them to get the thank you card. You can go into your camera roll, turn on your video. I know this is dreadful for some of you. Find some good lighting, turn on your video and just say, I just wanted to thank you so much for trusting me and ordering your products today. I'm so excited for the journey that's ahead for you. I want you to know I'm here for you. Anything that you need, never hesitate to text me. Make sure you keep your eye on Vitality Living as well. I know when stories come up that are linked to stories like yours, I'll be sure to tag you in those. And then stop. It can be less than a minute. And then you can send that to them via text or via Facebook Messenger. I'm telling you, even today, I know you guys know this, when you send somebody a voice message or especially a video, they're always blown away by the fact that you did that, by the fact that you went above and beyond, because no one else does. So those little things can go a long way. Send samples, send some new Renew samples, send them. There's little cups on Amazon you can get, putting some Renew in there, sending it their way, letting them feel that. Sending samples of Axio, the hair care, daily wellness, the skincare, the prebiotic. You can find little containers at the dollar store to send any of these via a sample. And you don't have to do it right away. Maybe it's something you do in the next month, right? After their first subscription has gone out, maybe that's when you send them the samples. Drop off some homemade goodies to your local customers with a little thank you note. This is a time of year. Maybe you're doing more baking, or you want to pick up a little ornament, or whatever it might be, something you know they'll love. Doing a little route in one day where you go to your local customers and drop off some things is just a thank you will go a really long way. Sending them your favorite book. Sending them your favorite book on health, or something you know that they'll love. This could be something you do at the 3 mark or the 6 month mark. Just a thank you for their customer retention and the fact that they're still with you. And then again, reward client retention with a free hand cream. It's another thing you could do this time of year as a Christmas gift if they've been with you for a while, ordering a hand cream and giving that to them. And then one other tool I want to share with you that I thought was so cool is you can get an accordion file anywhere, and you can label it by months. And you can go to the dollar store, buy a bunch of cards, buy some birthday cards, buy some thank you cards, some anniversary cards, whatever it is. And if you know the birthdays of your customers, you know that they started in January or they started in October with you as a customer, and you're going to want to send just a little thank you card again in 3 months because they're still with you. You can put that card in 3 months from now, and in the envelope, you're going to put their name on the envelope. So when you get to that month, you know that it's for them. It's just a great way to keep yourself in check. So every month you go to your accordion for the month, you bring out the cards you're going to send for that month, and you've got them already labeled for the person that they're supposed to go to. Super good for birthday gifts. I'm going to learn to take my own advice on this, but it's really good advice, right? Just to keep you organized with that. Okay. I went through that much. Oh no, I didn't go through that much faster than I thought. You guys, you know what's so crazy? I plugged my phone into my computer and it says that it's 9:41. It's so weird. That's why I thought I was way behind schedule, but I'm not. I'm done. It's 2 minutes to spare. Sean and Michelle, do you have anything, or Michelle, anything I missed?
I love you, Sean. If you want to unmute and add anything that you want. That was amazing. Can we all give Tanya the biggest round of applause? Hearts, everything. There's so much love, heart, work, time, energy that goes into this. Like she said in the beginning, we found out today that the fast track, people that are earning the fast track the quickest are our favorite customers that ended up upgrading. And what a testament to our products, the passion, the belief, the excitement of what we have here at LifeVantage. So becoming raving fans and creating raving fans you guys, is everything. In our Tony Robbins world, they teach us about that nonstop. And when you think of LifeVantage and you think of a business in general, think of how powerful it is that we have consumable products that people need and want to take on a daily basis that gives us a strong foundation in our business, to where if something in life happens and we have to go away for a little bit, that foundation doesn't get rocked and stopped. There's a lot of incredible companies out there that are in our space that are not consumable products. And if they have to step away, their business may not be stable that entire time through those products. So we are so blessed. So I want you to think really, really big about taking care of those customers month over month over month, letting them know how important they are. Sean always does this when I'm speaking at the end and I get really distracted. I lose my train of thought, but it's so fun. But the power of what we have here is a strong, stable, powerful business built to last. So when you think big, I want you to think about having your people taken care of, and in 5 years and 10 years and 20 years, or this business is willable in 50 years and 100 years, that all these people are still taking the products from the first time that you had introduced it to them. So Sean, any last words, Mr. Wherever you are?
I'm good. Awesome job, Tanya.
Okay, good. I hope it was clear and it wasn't too, okay, good. Okay.
You've got raving fans in this group right here, Tanya, Sheldon. Raving fans, right, guys? OPBD raving fans of Tanya, Sheldon, always bringing the clarity, the power. So if you're not registered for this onboarding site, make sure you get registered tonight. If you're not sure how, get with your team and then go through the onboarding again. There's stuff in there for that, for social media, and now for customer care. And as Tanya showed you, there's extra good yumminess coming with all the studies, other things to learn and share, favorite videos, what video is your favorite for Axio or anything else. So lots more is coming. Who's excited? All right, let's get out there and create some raving fans. Tanya, you are the queen of the night and always. Yes, we love you. Thank you, everybody. We're here for you. We love you. Cheers. Oh,
Love you, everybody.
okay. Good night. Love you.